Hello everyone, what is up? Welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, hello, how you doing? I'm Edgar, and today we are going to be talking about the best of the best, los mejores, the greatest of 2019 in beauty. Now, if you guys have been part of my little family here on my YouTube channel since about like mid 2019, you guys know that we have been reviewing quite a few amount of products, a lot of makeup. So I wanted to kind of do a little roundup. I know it's about a week out into 2017 now. I had a lot going on during New Year's, got a little turn. I had some life reflecting to do. You know how it is during the new year. But I wanted to start off this year on a positive note, talking about all of the best products that I have personally found. Here on my channel, we require some things that are different from other booty gurus. Not all of us all pretty. I mean, we cute. Okay, we cute. Let's not get it twisted. But I definitely do need a little bit more help when it comes to the skin department. It can be a little tricky sometimes. So yeah, I'm gonna get right into this. And if you guys don't already know, or you're new to my channel, hello. We do giveaways here in every single video. So if you want to enter a little makeup care package giveaway, all you gotta do to enter is subscribe, click the bell, give me a big thumbs up, and comment your Instagram name down below. That's it. Literally all you gotta do to enter. If you're not into giveaways, still consider subscribing. It helps me a lot. Lets me know you guys are enjoying the videos. But yeah, let's get into the best of 2019 makeup. All right, so as you can see, my makeup is already done. Yes, I know you're like, well, how are you gonna tell us about the best makeup? How are you gonna show us the best makeup? Well, I actually pre-filmed on my nicer camera, so I'm gonna be inserting maybe, I don't know, like over my face or here on the side as I'm talking about the product, so you can see what it looks like, how it applies, how it blends out, how it performs, how it looks on the skin. Actually, it filmed me doing this whole makeup, ran some errands, went to go get some lunch, so I've had this on for a couple hours. As you can see, it looks bomb AF, so that's why these products are the best of the best. First off, I like to personally start with my brows. For my brows, I have gone through honestly so many different things. Clearly, I have blonde hair, silver hair. Sometimes it's a little more blue, sometimes it's a little bit darker. This year, things that I personally have tried for my brows are powders, pomades, even like liquid stuff. I've just done a lot for my brows this year, but the product that I find myself always coming back to is the Benefit Cosmetics Precisely My Brow Pencil. Personally, today I have on the cool gray shade. I usually either use the shade 2 when my hair is kind of on the more blondish yellow side, 2.5 when it's like right in the middle. This product retails for $14 and it is a precise pencil, just like the name says. It comes with the spoolie and it also comes with the applicator. There is also another pencil by Benefit called, I think it's Goof Proof Brow Pencil. That one has a little bit more of the triangle sort of thicker tip, but I really like this one because I feel like I can just really get precise all up in there. The reason I'm recommending this pencil over anything else that I've used, one, because it's easy to use, you don't need like an additional brush, it comes with a spoolie, blend it out, but most importantly, there are a significant amount of colors for these. I think they actually just released a couple more, so I'm not exactly sure how many there are, but regardless of what hair color you have, you will definitely find your color. So if you guys are looking for a good brow pencil, this is only 14 bucks and a little goes a long way. It's really creamy, really pigmented. Y'all will love this. Next, for my base, I like to start off with a skin corrector, 5 o'clock shadow corrector, under eye corrector, because I am Latina.
I didn't ask to be born Latina. Nomás tuve suerte.
So I have pretty dark under eyes. They've actually been getting a little bit lighter due to skincare, but they are still a little bit more pigmented compared to the rest of my complexion. Also along my beard area, I'm a man, Maury, so I got, a 5 o'clock shadow. But the product that I've really been enjoying this year is the Dragun Beauty Skin Perfecting Potion. If you guys haven't seen my review on this, I actually compared it to the LA Girl Concealer, which is 5 bucks. This is $25, but I did a side-by-side comparison and I like this one. And I've actually been using this one ever since, I think that was maybe in July or August when I reviewed it, and I'm still not out. I'm still literally using the same tube. I tried to do my makeup without it, and when I say the 5 o'clock shadow comes through, y'all, it literally freaking comes through. It doesn't matter if I'm using super freaking coverage. If I do not use this before my usual routine of concealers, powders, foundation, I look gray. Like, there's no way around it, and it's crazy because the products I use on top of this are super full coverage, so I would expect them to be able to cover it up, but no. I found that the best way to work with this is applying it and then going in with a flat brush and kind of just spreading it out. And then after I spread it out, I kind of go in and pat in, not with my finger, but with the actual same brush. I pat in and I make sure to work first in the under eyes or around the mouth, wherever you want to start. But I work one area at a time. So eyes, blend, pat, 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 and then I apply on around the mouth area, spread to spread, pat, pat, pat. So you don't really need too much of this. I found that just applying a little bit and then spreading it out works best. The orange never comes through after several hours, even through touch-ups and everything. So yeah, this Dragun Beauty Skin Perfector is still so far the best color corrector I have come across for this past year. For my foundation, I have 3 recommendations. I know you're like, Edgar, but you said the best of the best. I am sometimes more oily, sometimes I'm a little bit more combo, sometimes I'm on the drier side. I've been doing a little bit more skincare, which by the way, skincare video is coming up. I know I said I was gonna post one like 2 months ago, but I filmed it, I didn't like it, then I had an allergic reaction to something, and I was just not comfortable being in front of the camera talking about skincare. Not looking cute. Sometimes when I do use spot treatment for like acne, I do get the drier spots, or if I'm using chemically exfoliating skincare products, I will get flaky and whatnot. So these 3 are my go-to right here. The one I have on today is the Hourglass Vanish Stick. I have been using this, I think maybe since like early 2017. This one is $46. I would recommend this from anyone that's a little bit dry to normal. Oily, you can get away with it as well. Of course, I'm literally like the oiliest of the oil, but for this, you really do need to powder down if you are oily. Expect to require some touch-ups, but if you do like more of the glowy look, you'll be fine with just like normal T-zone touch-ups. You know, I've had this on for maybe like 5 hours now and it still looks amazing. It's a little bit glowy, but I think it definitely looks like skin, and it's also really pigmented, so a little bit of this will go a long way. It's basically like pure pigment, so my pigmentation covers up really easy. Next is the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue Foundation. This is $36. I reviewed this earlier on my channel. I'll do a little click up right here. And this is a kind of like a self-setting foundation. So I would recommend this normal and up. So anywhere from normal to combo to oily, this would work for you. Dry, maybe as long as you have sufficient moisture, you know, really good skincare prep under the foundation, it would work. It's really pigmented, really easy to blend, looks amazing. It actually kind of blurs, which I really like about this one. And in this one, I use shade Medium Tan 122, and in the Hourglass one, I use a shade Warm Beige. I usually end up mixing a little bit of this. On its own, it's fine, but in foundation, I usually look for either just looking good for a couple hours or really staying put. This is kind of like an in-between. Like I said, I do mix it a little bit with my 3rd foundation. I recommend the Profiltr Matte from Fenty. This is in the shade 290. I would say this is what I've gone through the most during the past year. I probably went through like 3 bottles of this. They don't send me this. Fenty, hit me up. Because I mean, it's not expensive. This is only $35. This is probably my favorite foundation, only because of the staying power, and it doesn't break me out, but you definitely have to go easy on the powder. You definitely have to be well moisturized, well exfoliated. If you're oily, you're gonna love this. I did a 24-hour video actually with this, and it didn't look bad at all for wearing it 24 hours. So yeah, these are my top 3 foundations of 2019. Now for concealer, I have 2 recommendations for y'all. The first one is the TooFaced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. This is a super coverage, full coverage concealer. And then the second one would be the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue Concealer. The TooFaced one, I definitely feel like it's all skin types, whereas the Dose of Colors one, I would say it's more normal to oily, only because it is self-setting, so it does dry down a little bit more matte. I do have the Dose of Colors one on today, so you can see what that kind of looks like. This one definitely has more staying power. I mean, they both look really freaking good, but this one is just a little bit more fresh, I guess you could say. They're both amazing. I would say I use these about the same amount. You can see I'm literally like scraping the TooFaced one. What I kind of look for in my foundations and concealers is the ability to make them a full coverage and also them not creasing. You know, I am very like, oh, I don't know what the hell that was. I'm very expressive. I haven't had Botox in months, so try these out. Next in my routine is powder. Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. This is $39. It's not cheap, but it's also not like La Mer $100 powder, you know? This one, I just keep coming back to after several years of using it. There is also a glowy version if you're a little bit drier, and there's also a deeper version if you're a little bit deeper in complexion. Let me tell y'all, I am a powder connoisseur. Like if y'all saw how many powders I own a lot. I've tried the Ben Nye Banana, I've tried the Coty Airspun, I've tried Japanese, Huda Beauty. The Huda Beauty one is actually good, by the way, but the only thing that pushes me away from that one is it has a fragrance, and I don't personally like using fragrance in makeup or skincare because I feel like that can sometimes irritate my skin. But the Laura Mercier. I just keep coming back to it. For a while, earlier in the year, I was using the RCMA No Color Powder. But for that one, I think because it's so light, like it's a little bit, I wouldn't say dusty because it doesn't leave your face looking dusty, but every single time I would use it, especially baking under my eyes, I wear contacts. And I don't know what it is, like I apply my lashes after, like literally at the end of my face routine, I would always get kicked back into my contact lenses and I would always end up with RCMA powder in my eyes, and that was super freaking unpleasant. Like, I just thought it was inevitable. But then I went back to using the Laura Mercier one and that didn't happen. The Laura Mercier one, it's great. It keeps me from creasing. I bake it in the center of my face and I also powder puff it into the rest of my face, and this just sets my makeup beautifully. It doesn't make me break out, it doesn't make me look dusty, it doesn't cling onto dry patches. Overall, it's just a really great powder and it continues to live onto the great hype that is the Laura Mercier powder. So next I want to talk about contour bronzer. For bronzer, I don't particularly have a favorite for this past year. I tend to just kind of rotate whatever works for me. As long as the bronzer is a little bit more on the warmer orangey side, that works, because I like to powder entirely and then bring in color with a little bit of a warmer orangier bronzer. I am so, you know, I'm a little more tan. Whatever I find in my drawer that is kind of that tone, I use it. But one thing that I absolutely always use and continue using and have been loving for contouring slash bronzing is the Benefit Hoola bronzer. Now this retails for 30 bucks. And by the way, this is the original Hoola. There is also a Hoola Light for lighter complexions. There's also a caramel Hoola and a toasted Hoola, I believe. So there's a few different variations. I use this to contour because it's a little bit on the ashier side. I would never take this and put it all over my face because I feel like I would get muddy, getting snatched on the cheekbone, on the jaw, on the forehead, the nose. This is what I use for my nose, by the way. I have tried like contour kits and all that, but I feel like they're just so bulky and unnecessary because there's so many colors I don't freaking need. And even when I'm doing no makeup days, I just want a little bit of color on my eyes. Just throw it in the eye really quick. Benefit Hoola bronzer if you want to be snatched. For blush, my favorite this year was the Wanderlust blush from Buxom. My personal favorite was the shade Mykonos. This is what it looks like right here. It is, I'm terrible at describing shades, but I would say it's like a pinky, a warm pinky coral shade. This retails for $22, and the reason I absolutely love this, if you look really closely, there is little really finely milled reflex in there. It's not anything like a chunky glitter or anything. I would never do that on these textured pores. But this is actually a primer infused blush. Oh, by the way, it smells amazing. I think it smells like coconut. I don't even know what this smells like, but it smells delicious. I feel like because this is primer infused, you kind of hold what you put on top of it, aka highlighter, a lot better. I tried doing my makeup without this. I used a different blush, and the way the highlighter applied, it was a little bit more powdery, whereas with this, the highlighter almost blends in, like it melts into the skin, kind of like butter. So I think whatever ingredients are in here that are making it the primer for the highlight, they work, y'all. And there's also, I think, 7 more different shades apart from this. So a shade for everyone. My personal favorite though is Mykonos. I've been using this all year. Sometimes I use it on its own. Sometimes I mix another blush over it and then go in with the highlighter. But either way, it works bomb, and I would highly recommend this blush. Now, you know how I said I didn't have a particular favorite bronzer. One product that I have been loving from Milani is this baked bronzer in the shade Soleil number 5. This is what it looks like. It is baked, which means it's going to have a little bit more of a satin finish. It's not going to be as powdery. But the one particular reason why I actually really love this bronzer is because of the little sparkle that's in it. It's barely noticeable, but it has almost like a sheen to it. The way that I use this is after I go in with that bronzer to kind of warm up the skin, and then I contour. I go in with this before my blush. Actually, I sort of kind of messed up the order. I go in with this with a fluffy brush, and I kind of just hit it right on the top of my cheekbone, right along the edge of the jaw, and right up here. And what I feel like this does is it just gives me a really nice glow all over, and it also blends out the edges that might be harsh from any of the complexion products that we use to give our face color and to snatch it up. I actually saw Scott Barnes, when he was doing Tati Westbrook's makeup, use one of his powders, which was a really finely milled powder that had a little bit of a shimmer in it. And when I saw this one in my drawer, I was like, let me try it out. And in fact, it did work. This works really great because I do use a lot of powder. So it just gives me, you know, that little glow without me necessarily having to use any products that are dewy, like foundation or primer. And even before setting spray, my my face already starts to look kind of fresh and glowy with this product. And there are also multiple shades if you're wondering. This definitely has changed up my routine to make me look a little bit more healthy without going overboard for my oily skin. For highlighter, I don't even have to say this. I've used this in literally every single one of my videos. This is the Artist Couture Illuminati Diamond Glow Powder. Now this retails for $27. The shade Illuminati, oh my god, y'all. I have it on right now. It kind of might have faded out because I've had it on for a couple hours. But I like to use like a normal powder highlighter, just like whatever highlighter I have, honestly. Kind of just like bronzer. I switch it out as long as it matches my skin tone, complements my skin tone, doesn't look chalky or anything. I'm fine with whatever. But this, I like to put on right after I spray my setting spray. It doesn't matter what highlighter I put this over. It looks so freaking amazing. I also love using this on my lid, on my inner corner, on my nose. This is what gets me those highlighter compliments. Let me kind of just do a swatch. You see, it's very powdery, so be careful when you're using this. Look at this. Do you see that? Wow. Wow. Look at that. Mac Daddy Angel really knows his glow stuff, and this Artist Couture Illuminati, woo! When I tell y'all, you will be glowing, you will be glowing. Now this next category, I was not necessarily hesitant on including, but I also really put a lot of thought into this. Like this was definitely one of those that I tried a lot of. I'm talking about eyeshadows. You guys know I did a ton of eyeshadow palette reviews this particular past end of the half year, all from different brands, different price points. Some were influencer collabs, some were influencer owned. So to really decide what eyeshadow palettes I wanted to include in this best of 2019, I really put a lot of thought into what did I use a lot, what's going to be not only user friendly, as in you can do natural looks, you can do more snatch looks, you can do softer looks, you can build it up, you know. So I'm looking for blendability, I'm looking for pigmentation, I'm looking for presentation, I'm looking for brand story, I'm looking for bang for your buck. So there was really a lot of thought that I put into this, but the eyeshadow palettes, the eyeshadow brand that has absolutely been blowing out of the water, been super consistent across the board, is Dominique Cosmetics. Today on my eyes, I have a mix of the Celestial Storm palette and the Berries in Cream palette. Every palette has a different story, but at the same time, I feel like they're very on brand to Dominique Cosmetics. You know, we got the sleeve, we got the very nice, simple, but still luxy, it's not even a word, luxurious. When I hold this palette, wow, it feels good in my hands, it feels good on my eyes, it performs amazing. The pigment on these is so freaking bomb. You have really big pans, really big mirrors, and the price point is only $44. These retail for $44. You can use my discount code Edgar at checkout. You absolutely do not have to use my discount code by any means. You can get these at Ulta, Sephora, and at Dominique Cosmetics. My code only works at Dominique Cosmetics. So you're getting a really nice package, really sturdy, and although they are a little bit bigger, they're super sleek, so you can really slip into a carry-on. I actually saw Kristen and I told her, I was like, hey, because I already had this list, I just haven't filmed this video, but I saw her and I was like, you really have knocked it out of the park. And she told me that when she's making these products, she really has you guys in mind. You know, we all work for our money, there's a lot of bills to be paid and all that, but she really wanted the price point to be very fair, very reasonable, and I feel like $40 is definitely super reasonable, especially for the quality and thought that I can see, the story that I can see go behind this, along with her campaign images. You know, there's a lot that goes into this. It's just super cohesive. It's good. It's amazing quality. The brand owner is great. It's just bomb. So Dominique Cosmetics is where it's at. Now mascara, honestly, it's just mascara. I don't really have a go-to, so we're just gonna skip over that. But lashes. You already know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be TheLashBarLA by Alondra Desi. I have tried, I will admit, I have cheated on TheLashBarLA. You know, trying out other lashes because a lot of influencers have been coming out with lashes. I've been getting lashes from other companies. They're good, like they're cute. The lash style I have on today is the style Craze. I tried a lot of different styles, but I'm gonna give y'all my top 3. Untamed, which retails for $14. I get a lot of compliments on this. I like this one when I feel like I rushed my makeup and I just need a wow factor on my eyes. Untamed is the way to go because it just makes it look like you tried. Next, Craze, what's on my eyes. This one retails for $20. It's full mink. Like if you tried Lily Lashes Miami, girl, try the TheLashBarLA Craze, period. Do you see this? Do you see this? This is probably one of the most dramatic, or literally the most dramatic wispy lash I have ever tried. It's wispy, but it's still chunky and piecey, so you can still see what's behind it. I don't need to say anything else. It speaks for itself. And the last pair, which I don't have currently with me, it is called Scorpio. That one is a little bit more piecey. I would say like it's a mix between Craze and Untamed. That one is only 12 bucks, so it's the cheapest of all three. TheLashBarLA, the quality, they last me anywhere from 10 to 20 uses. Yeah. I don't throw out my lashes after one use, y'all. I've probably worn these 10 times now and they're so good. I literally rip off the glue like nothing. So I'm not easy on my lashes and they last me a really long time. You can use my discount code EDGAR. Again, this is not biased. I'm just letting y'all know the tea. I would never push something that I don't support. I just happen to support Dominique Cosmetics and TheLashBarLA, and I happen to have a discount code with them. You don't have to use it by any means, but definitely I would recommend trying them out because everyone that I recommend them to, they are obsessed. We are coming down to the nitty-gritty. We have 2 items left. Lipsticks. Now this has been my favorite formula for the past 2 years. I didn't find anything better this year. It is the Huda Beauty Liquid Matte Liquid Lipstick. I have the shade Trendsetter on. It's super thin, super pigmented. It doesn't dry up your lips. I don't have chapstick or anything under this. I just applied it directly over. I eat through this. I do a lot of things through this and it lasts. This liquid lipstick is amazing on its own or with or without a lip liner. I usually only like to use lip liners with it when I know I'm going to like an event, or I'll be eating a lot, or I just need it to stay through rigorous activities. The only other comparable formulas I would say would be Jeffree Star Cosmetics and Joseph Color's Liquid Lips. I guess this would be like my top 3, but my most used, my go-to is always this Huda Beauty, and yeah, I don't really know what more else I could say about this. It's only $20. Find it at Sephora. Several different shades available, but my favorite is Trendsetter. Okay, so last friggin' product, y'all. I'm sorry if I sped through. I tried to make this video not that long. I'm losing my voice, my throat. She's going through it right now. But the makeup spray that I recommend is the All Nighter by Urban Decay. I know this is not new. Some of these items are new for 2019, some of them were not. I actually, if you didn't know, for a while I stopped using setting spray because I felt like it was just making my makeup break down faster. When I use this, my makeup does not move. It literally locks my makeup in place, and I don't go overboard. You know, some people like to be funny and drown their face. I just kind of like a little circle all around. I really do enjoy the MAC Fix Plus, but I use this kind of more to spray my brush and blend in my foundation and concealer. But the MAC Fix Plus doesn't really make my makeup last longer. I also really do like the Farsali 24 karat rose gold spray. That one's a little bit bougie. It's kind of expensive. This one kind of does it all. Takes away the powdery finish, makes your makeup last longer, locks it in. It's $33. There's also different variations of this. This one is, I think this is a limited edition one that says Summer Solstice, but the Urban Decay All Nighter is what works for me, and it makes my makeup last all freaking night, all freaking day, even though I am super oily. Yeah, those are my makeup must-haves of 2019. I'm not a person that likes typically switching up products regularly. If I find something, I will continue using it. Like with all these products, I really look for versatility. Are they able to work with my skin when it's dry? Are they able to work with my skin when it's oily? When I need more coverage, when I need less coverage, when I want more pigment, when I want less pigment, when I want glam, when I want no glam. And I feel like these are really the best of the best on the market right now. But these products, while they are, you know, they are a little bit of an investment, they do last me a really long time. For example, like the Skin Perfecting Potion. I've used it for almost half a year now, and I'm barely starting to see me scraping into it. I will leave everything listed down in the description bar below, along with the discount codes for the lashes, the palettes as well. You guys can get a small discount on them. I'll leave everything down below. Let me know if any of these products are actually your guys' favorites. Let me know what your favorites are, some things that I should probably try for this coming year down in the comment section below. Don't forget, if you guys want to enter today's giveaway, subscribe, click the bell, give me a big thumbs up, and comment your Instagram name down in the comments below. And even if you're not interested in the giveaway, consider subscribing, clicking that little bell so you guys get notified whenever I upload brand new videos. That is everything from me today. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much as always for hanging out, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.